and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins we're hunting through, looking for commemoratives, ones with more than face value, but ideally looking to fill the book. There is a link in the description to the books I use if you want to pick up one of the books that I use in the videos. We need 3 Commonwealth games still, Northern Ireland, Wales and Scotland, but they are quite tricky to find. There's also a gap for the Navy Centenary with the flag era, and anything after the Great Fire of London which have been minted for circulation would make a great find too. So let's get into this bag and see what we find. Okay then, into the first bag. Let's have a look. That is the Definitive Technologies design on coins up to 2015, or £2 coins up until 2015. Some of the years are lower minted than others, just not low enough that I think that they're worth keeping. But that's not to say you shouldn't keep them. If that's what you want to collect, you collect whatever you want to collect. Unfortunately, first bag is a bit of a case of the diddlies. We didn't find anything commemorative in there. But hopefully, as we continue through, there we go. DNA double helix. It's a lovely, beautiful, intricate design, but it is a very common coin. You'll find loads and loads and loads of those. As you will with this one, Guy Fawkes Gunpowder Plot. Pretty common coin, not too exciting. That one's rather exciting. Shakespeare's histories. This is Shakespeare's comedies. One of 3 Shakespeare £2 coins. This is the rarer of the 3. Because it's 2016 dated, we'll check the age inscription. All the world's a stage. That is how it should appear, but it is a smidge over face value. The Shakespeare's a bit weird because they tend to sell for either a smidge over face value or a fair chunk over face value. I guess it's just, they're not the rarest coins, but they're part of a popular set of coins to complete. That's Trinity House, another fairly common coin, as is this one. World War I Army Centenary. Check for the rotation error. Nope, because it's 2016, check the age inscription for King and Country. So that is how that coin should appear. Nothing too exciting about that coin. But allegedly there are some errors that you may be able to find out there with it. I will be checking thoroughly through the rest of the coins, all of the Definitive Technologies and the commemoratives on the desk for things like rotation errors, age inscription errors as at the end of the video. Right, that's Brunel's portrait, one of 2 Brunel commemorative designs you can find. And there's the Act of Union. No rotation error on that one. And we've got another Brunel portrait, which will pop down just there. But no, so some of the errors that we know exist and can be found out there, I do check during the hunt, but the rest, because it'd be quite laborious, I just check at the end of the video and you can just see instantly the results. But no, quite exciting times. I work for the Britannia Coin Company, as you will probably know, and our sister company, RWB Auctions, has had their first designated coin auction, and there were some quite interesting results. The Lord Kitchener Mule error, so the Lord Kitchener, which doesn't say £2 on the obverse, as it should, sold for £1,000. Which is quite cool to have a price for it. I know a few of them have sold, but one, I know that someone was saying that one of the eBay listings wasn't listed particularly well, and a couple of other have gone up for auctions on Facebook, but not meta reserved, so not actually sold. So it's nice to have confirmation, yes, we have sold the Lord Kitchener Mule error, and it went for £1,000. So if you're fortunate enough to find that very, very rare error version of the coin, gives you an idea of what it could fetch. Oh, that's quite a nice Trinity House there. Very good condition from a coin that was minted a decade ago, 2014. My goodness, how time flies. But no, the real shocker for me, I must admit, I was expecting the Kitchener to get about £1,000. That was my inkling. Another Brunel portrait. The standout for me was there was an error 20p coin. And I kid you not, I handled this coin. Was a gentleman came to the shop with the coin, handed it to me, and it just looked like a dirty 20p coin. I wouldn't have looked twice at it, I must admit. And I hunt through the 20p coins in the Unhuntables once every 6 weeks of grocery. But he pointed out, if you look at the thickness of this 20p compared to the thickness of a normal 20p, and then it had a bit more of a rounded edge to one side of it. It was a 20p that had been struck onto a penny blank. So obviously coins before they become coins are just metal discs, and that's called a blank. So it was a blank that should have become a penny, had somehow wormed its way into this 20p, well, this machine that was striking 20p's. So it did look very, very cool, and if memory serves, that also sold for £1,000, which is way more than I thought it would sell for. I thought it'd be £100, maybe a couple of £100 if you've got a couple of collectors who really want to add it to their collection. But yeah, £1,000 was quite in excess of what I anticipated it selling for. So it does tell me that Gracie and I need to be a little bit more careful if we find what looked to be just dirty 20p's, because I kid you not, it just looked like a brown 20p coin. If you've been handed it in your change, you go, oh, that's quite dirty, I don't want that coin. And it turns out that it's worth £1,000. It was pretty extraordinary. But it's quite cool having also seen these coins, handled these coins, used them in our video to the Britannia Coin Company. And we've got 2 active unions there. No rotation error on that one. No rotation error on that one. Pop that with the other one we found earlier. So yeah, there were some other interesting errors, but they were the real standout coins I was excited for that auction. There is another auction coming up on the 28th, Wednesday the 28th I think it is, which has some coins in, so do check it out. Right, we're going to check the inscriptions on these. So if it says standing on the shoulders of giants, we know that'll be a definitive technologies design, but this one here says brother, so that'll be the abolition of the slave trade, which is just there. And below that we've got this wibbly wobbly line, it's the DNA double helix. Again, very cool design, that one. I do like that coin, but it is very common. The rest I think are all just technology. We will just double check just in case I've missed something, which in that case I hadn't. So it's quite exciting seeing what comes up in these auctions, some bargains that could be had. It's the nice variety of coins when they go up in the coin auctions. That's all fine. So it's very exciting times for me. There are obviously some coin releases on the horizon. I'm a little bit advanced. Well, I'm recording this somewhat in advance of it being uploaded, so I don't know exactly what's come out, but I know that the Britannia and Liberty coin has been released. I must admit, not one that I have partaken in. I'm trying to get a little bit more selective, rather than just buying everything. I'm trying to be a little bit more selective when I buy. I will of course buy all my 50p's and £2 coins and probably the £5 coins. I have no plan to stop buying those, but some of the ones that come out just as like an ounce of silver, I'm just a bit, unless it's something that really speaks to me, or something I think is going to do really, really well in the future, I don't think it's for me. Right, Rugby World Cup there. Another fairly common one, but a cool design. The one thing I do want though is the 1/40th of an ounce of it. But I felt a bit aggrieved paying near £100 for a 40th of an ounce plus £5 postage. So the next time I buy something, if they're still in stock, I will add it to my shopping cart. Because frustratingly, some of the free postage offers aren't valid all the time, and £5 on top of that markup on the value of the gold it feels a little bit hard to justify, I guess is the word. But then again, we buy coins because we like them. Well, some of us do. Some of us buy coins to invest in as investments, but not me, because I've seen what the price of modern coins does. For the majority of the things that sat behind me on these shelves aren't worth much more than what I paid for them, and a lot of them are worth less, unfortunately. But anyway, this is the last bag. We've had a nice find. The rest are a little bit subpar, but we've still got one bag. You never know what will turn up in this and the last bag. Links as usual are in the description of this video to my coin collecting Discord server if you want to come and join that. There's also links to my other social media channels, to the PO Box address if you want to write into me, and a link to the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel. As I said, they're the company I work for as my day job, so please do check them out too. I'm just going to whiz through all these coins now, see if there's any errors I've missed in the first pass through. Well, unfortunately, no errors to be found, nothing new for the book, and very little in terms of star finds as well. So a little bit of a subpar hunt, but these things, they've got to happen. The rarer coins are the hardest ones to find, so hopefully the next time we grab a bag of £2 coins to have a hunt through them, we will get much more luck than we had today. So you'll have to let me know in the comments what's your best £2 coin that you have found recently. I want to know, because my showing is a little bit poor today, but there we go. As ever, all it leaves me to now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.